Well, I'd been trying to write a serious film, and I did, and nobody was interested in it. And so one day I said, let's write a film for children. And suddenly writing a film for children just seemed to open everything up. I didn't have to be particularly funny. I didn't have to be particularly clever. I just had to be imaginative. And I think the first idea that I had was the armored knight on horseback coming out of the boy's cupboard in his bedroom. And that sparked everything off.
Is it a serious film or is it a film for kids, do you think?
It's a film for kids. I mean, kids of 80, 90, 123, or kids of 5.
How do you think these films are somewhat in a mode? Because your film might be in family with a film of Lucas, for instance.
Yeah, I think we were trying to do a film that really could appeal to everybody on different levels. I mean, because there's parts of the film that adults like more than children, there's parts that children like more than adults. But rather than do the way Lucas does, I actually think he actually goes for the lowest common denominator. It's like very spectacular television to me, because there are no ideas in his films. They're wonderful entertainment, they're beautifully done, but to me there's never any ideas in there, and I find them slightly lacking because of that, and I hope this one's got a few ideas in it.
For instance, which ideas?
Well, there's ideas about, it's like the boy. His parents are modern people. They're obsessed with television. They watch quiz shows all the time. They're interested in consumer goods. That's all their life is about. The boy reads books. He's interested in history. I think that's a thing that is, I mean, the boy is actually a throwback. He's not a modern child, because when I go to the States now, my nephews and nieces, nobody reads. They're illiterate now. They watch television. And I think that's a great loss. So I was trying to put things like that back in there. I liked also doing things where you take great heroes and you bring them down to size, like Napoleon. Here's Napoleon, Emperor of France to be, and he's obsessed by his height. That's why he's out conquering the world, because he's short, and he's looking for people even shorter than he is. Nobody's what they expect to be. The boy, his heroes are deflated all through the film, except for Agamemnon, I think. He's not deflated, he's different than what the boy expects, because the boy wants a hero who sword fights and kills people and teaches him to kill and sword fight. And Agamemnon doesn't do that. He teaches him magic tricks.
Does this mean that you believe in the youth even in this video time?
We've got to. If we don't believe in them, I don't know who we can believe in. I mean, we can't believe in ourselves anymore. And if the kids don't learn something interesting and either improve or change, it's not going to get any better.
Yes, this is fantasy and it's adventure, and we've talked about the kids. But the film here in Norway is forbidden to kids. What do you think about that?
Madness, isn't it? It's a very strange place. I don't understand it, because Norway gave the world ogres and trolls and some of the great mythology. And now the children in Norway aren't allowed to see something with ogres and trolls and evil and good and things like that battling. I don't understand it, because in England we were given the lowest certificate so everybody could see it, and they actually wrote us saying, this is the sort of film we would like to encourage for children. Very strange. What I do find, and we had this difficulty when we were trying to sell the film, especially in America, is that older people who control the organizations watch the film, distribution companies in the States, and they watch them on their own, and they don't understand the film, because their minds have, I think,
But there
petrified.
are some brutality in the film, isn't
Of course there's violence in the film. There's violence in Tom and Jerry. There's violence in Star Wars. In Star Wars, people seem to be killed left and right, with laser guns, zap, zap. This one, there's no cruelty, I don't think, in the thing. I think evil is a very destructive character in the film. He destroys things. He doesn't create things. And he does it very simply. He goes, and things blow up. But I don't think there's any sort of cruelty or sadism or anything that I find. Those, I think, are dangerous things. I don't think ours is dangerous. I think it's cartoon violence. And I don't think the children have a problem with it. Adults are probably more frightened than children. We actually said in England that an adult must be accompanied by a child for his own protection.
Have you had the same reaction by other censorships than the Norwegian?
No. Norway is unique in the world. Another first for Norway. Keep it up, folks.